Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Miss.
Most of them are here, ne? Okay. Okay, we'll start then. So, yesterday we discussed the sleeping disorders. We completed that, ne? Yeah. So, any questions related to that?
Ma'am, can you say a little about sleepwalking?
Yeah, okay. Sleepwalking, in a sense, it also part of a sleeping disorder එකක් තමයි. So that means like when they are in the deep sleep, um, now I talked about that sleep cycle when they are in the third and fourth stages and when they enter to REM sleep, so then they tend to see the dreams. Then එතනදී තමයි ඔක start වෙන්නේ. That means like when they starting that, then ගොඩක් වෙලාවට when it comes with the dream, like we can remember the ending part properly. Some most of the times we can remember that, but the middle is kind of like half remember and it's bit confusing, but like we can't remember how it's entered, how it started කියන එක මතකයක් නෑනේ ලොකුවට. So like that, so once you start like starting that REM sleep period, so then you tend to come across with another memory and kind of that. So then some people, they start to move. Even those who are lie down on the bed just sleeping, sometimes they do movements and other kind of thing, can move, rolling to the other side එහෙමත් වෙනවා. So these people, like they start to walk and unconsciously they start to walk, and it depends on their dream also. If it is something outside, then they used to go, and if there's a dream that person comes and ask them to come මෙහෙමනම්, so then they used to go. The ඒකත් එක්ක like it says then සමහරලාට කියනවානේ මැරිච් අය ඇවිල්ලා කතා කරනවා යනවා එහෙම කියලා එකක්. So then once they awake, like even when they are, where did you go and how did you come over here කියලා අපම they used to say like that person who came and just asked me to come, so I went කියන එක. So that also in their unconscious mind, because they are having that thought like if it is a dead person එකක් නම් what if he could come එහෙම කියන thought එකක් තියෙනවා. Like ඒ thought එක නිසා තමයි all sort of memories are being created, and especially the dreams are created gathered round. So once they ended up in the REM sleep as we walk after the dream වගේ, so they also awake නැගිටිනවා. ඉතින් එතකොට සමහරලාට they are in some other places, or නැත්නම් සමහර වෙන කෙනෙක් ඇවිල්ලා නැගිටිනවා like that. So it is also another kind of a dream. ඒකත් එක්ක තමයි they used to walk, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, then we can go ahead with, if you all don't have. Hope you all got the tune. Yesterday I sent the PDF for you all. So this one is, today's one is somatoform disorder. Somatoform disorder, in a sense, the people, those who now, sometimes you all also may have met such people like who are always complaining other illnesses. සමහරලාට වයස කියලා කියන්නේ once it comes to 50s වගේ 50 late 40s නැත්නම් early late 40s to 50s 55 60 ඒ ඉඳලා till the aged වෙනකම් sometimes they used to always they used to complain with me like they used to say that my body is paining and my knees are hurting, my body is hurting and my shoulders are hurting and kind of like it's very painful. I feel tired. So I want to go for a doctor whether I'm not sure I'm having some illnesses. ඔහොම කියනවා අහලා තියෙනවද? Yeah. Have you all ever met people like that? So they are always having that telling something like related to the physical. ඇඟේ කොහේ හරි රිදෙනවා එහෙම කියලා my there's abdomen pain now. So I don't know whether there are stones වගේද දන්නෙත් නෑ. Even could be appendix, not sure though. Have to consult a doctor and see. නැත්නම් සමහරලාට කියනවා I went for that doctor also but after having medicine I don't feel much better. I think he's not a good one. I must go for another one. Have you all haven't heard about such things?
Yes, ma'am. Like
Hmm.
one of my auntie used to say, she used to say she has a pain in her stomach. And she
Huh.
did a scanning also, but then in scanning it says like nothing is there. But she used to say it's paining and stuff. It's like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, there are people like that. So
Some
that
people
means
when they hear that someone has like a stone in their stomach, they also feel like they also have that. So is it
yeah,
also
same fear. And then like they keep on thinking also like if the other person has something, then හිතන්නකෝ kind of arthritis කියලා. So the whoever lives next door, she is having arthritis or whatever the symptoms that she got was knee pain එකක්. ඉතින් හැබැයි ඉතින් මොන හරි වැඩිපුර ඇවිද්දොත් එහෙම ඉතින් knee pains එනවා when it comes with 55 60s වගේ වෙද්දි it happens, it naturally happens. So always if there are knee pains, if your knees are hurting and also it is not that you're going to be diagnosed as arthritis. It's not like
Excuse
that,
me,
but
ma'am.
yeah.
Someone is in the waiting room.
Okay. So it doesn't mean that they are having arthritis kind of that. So but they are having excessive fear also like I might have this one so I should go for a doctor, otherwise like I have to go for a medication, it would be a long term kind of that. So they are thinking too much about such things, and also they are having excessive fear that they will they will get sicknesses. ලෙඩක් හැදෙයි. මට ලෙඩක් තියෙනවා කියන එකත් like they are having some kind of a fear like that I will be getting I mean like I will be a sick person, so I will get these kind of sicknesses kind of that කියන එක. ඒ බය තමයි තියෙන්නේ somatoform disorder තියෙන මිනිස්සුන්ට. So these people, one symptom of it means like they used to do the doctor shopping. Doctor shopping in a sense like now, then if there are some body pains, then they used to go for orthopedic. Orthopedic එක්කෙනෙක් ළඟට යනවා නෑ. So what now if there are doing x-rays and scanning and all sort of things, but after doing also like nothing is there. So all the x-rays are fine and nothing is there, but they are not happy, they are not satisfied about it, and they say no, how comes that doctor says there's nothing, must be he's misdiagnosed me, and whatever the x-rays must be not working, the machines must have been not worked well, that's what now I'm getting the pain now. මට pain එක තියෙනවානේ, so how can they say that I have nothing? No, can't be. So they go consulting another doctor. එයාගෙනුත් කිසිම satisfaction එකක් නැහැ, going for another doctor. ඉතින් මොකද වෙන්නේ, දැන් like මාසෙකට ඩොක්ටර්ස්ලා 5-6ක් විතර කන්සල්ට් කරනවා. not getting satisfied. Also these people like දැන් හිතන්න especially it happens with මොනවාද ඔය මේගොල්ලන්ගේ diabetic pressure මේ clinics වලදී නම් it happens like so just in once or twice I used to see such things because when we were in the internship, since we had to work in the wards and all, so කියන්නේ ගලන් ආවහම එහෙම දැන් ගොඩක් වයසක අය they used to say like me අරහෙත් රිදෙනවා මෙහෙත් රිදෙනවා then having diabetic and pressure clinic එකට ඒ දෙක තිබුණාම like coming across with other things also මේ බෙල්ල රිදෙනවා හොඳටම කොන්ද රිදෙනවා and they are expecting medicine for those things. ඒතර දැන් දුන්නා බෙහෙත් දෙන්නේ නැද්ද ඕවලට මට බෙහෙත් නැද්ද isn't there any medicine for that I'm having the pain no කියලා like and even sometimes they don't satisfied with one pill ගොඩක් රිදෙනවා නම් ලොකු පිල් එකක් ඕනේ. Then only they are getting satisfied. And like if it is දැන් හිතන්නකෝ එක පෙත්තක් දුන්නා කියලා then they sometimes they come across it and say I'm having several things but only given this one only one pill was given මේ එක පෙත්තක් බීලා මොනා කරන්නද kind of that. So they are having such especially the old people aged people have such kind of this. So even when we are I mean handling with old people we have to be very alert on them because නැත්නම් සමහරලාට ඒගොල්ලෝ වැඩිපුර බේත් බොනවා. නැත්නම් සමහරලාට they go for a pharmacy and getting the prescriptions and getting extra medicine and having it. Then especially the pressure එක වැඩි වෙලා වගේ පොඩ්ඩක් business එකක් આવුත් එහෙම පෙති දෙකක් බොනවා like that. They used to do such things. So when you are having some adult age people surround you, you have to be you have to make sure with the medicine with them especially because මේ somatoform disorder කියන එක ගොඩාක් ලට වයසට යද්දී එනවා. It happens now. වයසකයාගේ නම් ගොඩක් වෙලාට ඉන්නේ attention problem එකත් එක්ක because they like no even everyone likes to have the attention. I think we also like it we also like to be loved and like to have attention caring part. ඉතින් අපිට චුට්ටක් හරි කෙයා කරන්න නැතුව ගියොත් අපේ ගෙදර වටපිටාව ඉන්න අය we feel it නේ and we used to චූටි දෙයටත් we used to like arguing with them and used to have fights එහෙම තියෙනවා. එතකොට like adult people also there because like now they have done with their life and went for a jobs and now all the children married and they don't have responsibilities also sometimes children don't have time to go and talk with them and have a chat so they are very very isolated එතකොටත් like they think like අයියෝ I am neglected I am all alone no one is there to look after me හැබැයි ඉතින් අසනීපයක් වුණොත් like everyone comes and look නේ එතකොට like ඒ නිසා තමයි ගොඩක් වෙලාට මේ somatoform disorder එක හැදෙන්නේ. One reason is that because like they are looking for attention and they themselves experience like once the illnesses come out when the people notice it that um, someone is sick so we pay attention automatically the attention goes for that so then like unconsciously we learn it so when my body also learns that when I get sicknesses others come and take care of me so it's a good point of getting the attention කියන එක so ඒකත් එක්ක they go for that and the other one is those who are having OCD obsessive compulsive disorder those people also having a fear of getting sicknesses එකත් like this could be enhanced this could be developed like it's kind of like I will get sicknesses mata asaneepa වේ so then just to prevent being a patient or being just to prevent of being diagnosed with the chronic illnesses so then I should go for a medication or medical practitioner kind of that කියන එක තමයි so they are having thought right
Excuse me, miss.
yeah
So, miss, you were saying the somatoform disorder that they will say that they are having pains like that. So, is it like, are they really having pain and doctors don't diagnose or they don't really have
no
pain?
exactly they don't have anything in them physically Physically කිසිම දෙයක් නැහැ. Even nothing is keen diagnosed or detected from the x-rays, MR, nothing. But it is psychological thing. Psychologically it comes. Then you know, like even like when you think negatively, අපේ mind එක හරිම powerful. Our mind is very powerful. Mind කියලා කියන්නේ අපේ thoughts. Our thoughts are very very powerful. If you think about something negative, ඔක අනිවාර්යෙන් වෙනවා. නෙගටිව් කියන එකදී like හිතන්න පොඩ්ඩක් දැන් මොනාට හරි දෙයකට අපි දුක් වෙන්නෙත් නෙගටිව් thought එකක් නිසානේ අපි ළඟ තියෙන whatever the thought. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා කොච්චර දේවල් වෙනවද? Our behavior is changed, our feelings are changed, emotions changed. ඔක්කොම දේවල් change වෙනවා. So our mind is very, thoughts are mind and very powerful. එතකොට like when I have දැන් ඔය thought එක වෙන්නේ like I can gain attention if I feel sick කියන thought එක වගේ වෙන්නේ like unconsciously ගොඩක් වෙලාවට. Because if I experience now, let's say an example like හිතන්න like there is a argument between husband and wife. ඒකත් එක්ක කොහමරි after 5 week එකක් වගේ යනකම් they didn't talk. කතා කරන්නේ මුකුත් නැහැ. But suddenly wife getting fever and she fall ill. She feel sick, and then after that, so the husband had forgotten all the things and just take care of her and going for taking her for a medicine. ඔක්කොම කරනවා. So then like she gets it මං අසනීප වෙච්ච නිසා ඔන්න ඉතින් බලනවා like that. So eka like it goes for a memory ne කොහොමත් all sort of experience are going stored in our memory. So if you pay more attention on that and එහෙම වුණාම like with the time unconsciously it happens. Then ඕක too much හිතන්න ගියොත් සමහර කෙනෙක්, not everyone I would say, some people they are thinking too much and they are look for them. සමහරලාට අපි කාලෙත් එක්ක යගියාම යනවා අනේ මේ මිනිසුන්ට මාව බලන්න බෑ නම් I am there for myself නේ, I'll take care of mine එහෙම කියලා we are being matured. But some people they don't get up to that point and always try to depend on that. Once the needs are not reached by the others, so getting frustrated and irritable kind of that. So what they learn like I'll be getting this එහෙම කියන එකත් එක්ක යනවා. So then like so unconsciously it happens and then within the body it creates something, and then within the mind only it creates something and happening in the body. ඒතරේ pain එක they feel it. They feel that pain and all, but the thing is nothing has exactly happened. දැන් abdomen pain එකක් වුණා කියලා බඩේ මුකුත් නැහැ ඇත්තටම. දැන් once I met a client patient like that. So she had come to the clinic because she's complaining that she's having a abdomen pain. So then she said like I must be having gastritis because I'm getting this throwing out feeling, morning sicknesses, kind of that. I can't eat, kind of that. And she is come across with gastritis and she's telling, I feel that I'm having a huge wound within my belly. එහෙම කියලා. So then I said, how can you say that කියලා? No, I feel it. මට කියලා මට මේ picture එකකුත් මෙහෙම phone එකෙන් පෙන්නුවා. Yeah, it's true. Gastritis severe වුණාම එහෙම වෙනවා. So then then the doctor referred her for x-ray, but nothing is there. But she didn't believe it and she's telling නෑ මොන හරි තියෙනවා, I feel it. මට දැනෙනවා එහෙම කියලා. So then we had to go for a psychotherapy and graded GDR කරන්න එහෙම ගියා, because like it is not that, it is exactly a psychological issue. X-ray වලට ඉතින් වරදින්න බෑනේ. කීයටවත් ඉතින් ඒක psychological pain කියලා එකක් තියෙනවානේ. There is a physiological pain and also psychological pain. So that is goes under psychological pain. Is it clear?
Yeah, nice. Is it like histrionic personality disorder, that HPD? Is it like this? Like somatoform and that both are same?
The behavior is kind of that. Now, when it comes with, we can't say exactly same. But histrionic people, like, they are not very conscious. එයාලගේ තියෙන different එක තමයි ඒක. But somatoform people, other than that, they are very conscious within what is happening around them. එහෙම එකක් තියෙනවා, they know like their day to day life, kind of that.
Okay.
But when it comes with histrionic personality disorder, kind of that, like, it's not like that. They just ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ තියෙන්නේ, it is kind of they want to get the now histrionic personality disorder ekedi main focus is get the attention. HPDI ගේ තියෙන එක තමයි they want to have their attention seeking behavior එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. මෙතනදී attentionම කියන්න බෑ. Now even the excessive fear එකකුත් තියෙනවානේ. I will get illness, I will get sick කියන fear එක තියෙනවා.
Okay.
ඒ fear එකක් තියෙනවා. But when it comes with histrionic personality disorder, so excessively attention seeking behavior එකක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. And also it is usually beginning in the early childhood, because when the histrionic people, the people, most of the times these people, they are lacking with the attention and love when they are in the childhood. ඒ නැතිවෙච්ච දේ තමයි in the later life they tend to find out. So then, like, even at the whatever the crowd, they used to do all sort of things and wearing very bright colors and putting all sort of makeups and cosmetic, all the jewelries, kind of that, just to take the attention. So they do whatever the things, even they might engage in sexual activities, kind of that, just to gain the attention. Right? But this is not like that. Is it clear?
Okay. Yeah, miss. Thank you, miss.
Okay. So according to the DSM-5, we categorize this one as pain symptoms and gastrointestinal symptoms, sexual symptoms, and pseudoneurological symptoms. Right? මෙතනදී දැන් pain symptoms වලින්, so with the history of pain related to the at least 4 different sites මෙතනින් 4ක් මේ pains වලින් අපි කතා කරන pains වලින් අඩුම ගානේ 4ක්වත් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Otherwise it is not diagnosed as somatoform disorder. So, headaches, abdomen pain, back pain, joints, limbs, chest pain, the pains during the menstruation and during urination, like that. So at least there has to be 4 pains. They have to come across with 4 pains. නැත්තම් මේ අපි somatoform disorder කියලා කියන්නේ නැහැ. And the other thing is gastrointestinal symptoms. එතනදී, like, they really want to have at least 2 symptoms out of these: nausea, bloating, vomiting, morning sicknesses, kind of that, diarrhea, and also intolerance, the smell of the several different food items, kind of that. So they have to have at least two. මේකෙන් දෙකක් විතර තිබුණොත් it also goes to as per a somatoform disorder. But sometimes they must be having pain disorders as also gastrointestinal symptoms. දෙකමත් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. එකක් තියෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, දෙකක්ම තියෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. And the other one is sexual symptoms. So once it comes to sexual symptoms, ejaculate dysfunction එක නැත්නම් erectile dysfunction එක තියෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. Vomiting, so throughout the pregnancy, if they are having vomiting, kind of that, so can be considered as with the other pains. Then through sometimes they are having somatoform disorder throughout the pregnancy හැදෙනවා, because they are having excessive fear that there would be something inside their body and then it will harm for the baby කියන එක. So once I read an article, yes, it's an article, not in Sri Lanka, කුමාර ඉංග්ලන්ඩ් වල so that lady has done scans, like she had gone for her scans, and then after that the doctors refused her to doing the scans also. She had gone for different hospitals kind of that, and gone through the scans and just check on the babies doing fine කියන එක. Because she had gotten fear that she will get a cancer. So she had gone through this morning sicknesses and also like bloating kind of that. So ekatik she had got some kind of and also some pain. So ekatik she has got some idea that kind of she will get a cancer in the womb or abdomen or something. So if it is so, then it would affect for the child කියන එක. So ekatheka she wants to make sure like both of them, especially the baby, I guess. Ekata like she will go on through that කියන එක. And there's another, how they sing, I can't remember. There was a famous singer or actress,
Ma'am,
actor.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Nadia is requesting you to add her because she's in the waiting room for a long
Okay.
time.
Yeah. Oh my God, is that so? Okay. Right. So this one I can't remember who is it, one of the singer or actor. So he did the scans and he took the scan machine or something. So he bought a scan machine or something and kept at home and always look for the baby, because he also had got some excessive fear that just to see whether the baby is doing good or something like that. Hmm. In America, I can't remember that who is that exactly, but there are people like that who is having such features. So sometimes there are features, somatoformed features, and also it could be diagnosed as a disorder also. If things goes, symptoms like this goes into, if they are having more symptoms, so then could diagnose as a disorder. Right, so those are the sexual symptoms. Like up to your levels, just remember like there are pain symptoms, gastrointestinal symptoms, and sexual symptoms. And the other one is pseudoneurological symptoms. So when it comes with pseudoneurological symptom, so there is like at least one symptom, we are looking for at least one symptoms, but most of the times when it comes with somatoform disorder, this is very rare. මේක එනවා හරි අඩුයි. කියන්නේ percentage එක අඩුයි. Most of the somatoform people come across with pains disorder, pain symptoms, not disorder, sorry, pain symptoms, gastrointestinal symptoms, and the sexual symptoms. ඔයට තමයි එන්නේ. But මේකටත් එනවා. Pseudoneurological symptom එකටත් එනවා, but it's very rare. These people, they come across with kind of complaining that they are having difficulty of swallowing, and also that paralysis that they say like now up to last Sunday I was okay fine, but from that time I can't, now I can't stand and walk and go කියලා. In the best, suddenly they are just fall into a wheelchairs, and they sometimes they say no, now I, some people they suddenly stop talking, suddenly complaining that they can't see, blind කියන එක. Sudden attack වලට යනවා මේගොල්ලන්. Right, එතකොට like and they impaired with coordination, balance, body balances, and being paralyzed, and also මොනවාද muscle weaknesses ඇති වෙනවා, difficulty in swallowing, and also මොනවාද apnea, I mean breathing attacks, and also urinary retentions, urine problems are happened. So hallucinations, they suddenly they started telling that someone is come and talk to them, and there is a person who is next hiding behind the door and just trying to kill me like that. But suddenly those things are happen. They never talk about such things before, right? Also scissors features are happen suddenly, and amnesia, the things losing of memory kind of that, and they are being fainting kind of like that, right? So when I was explaining that ඔයාලට නම් ඒක drama එක මතක නැතුව ඇති, but when I was small there was a drama. A drama එකේ I can remember like that lady suddenly she started telling that she is pregnant. So then when they go for a doctor, then pregnant කියන urine test එක කරාම she's pregnant. මේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ වෙච්ච මේ drama එකක් in somewhere around in 90s වල වගේ, late 90s වල වගේ. So then even the doctor, they did the urine test, it comes at the positive, but in the scans there is no child. The menstruation cycle also stopped, but in the scan there is no child. එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. So those things happened. හරිම රයාලි වෙනවා. The thing is මේ pseudoneurological symptom එක වෙන්නේ, these people, they unconsciously they used to have that thought within themselves, right? දැන් එකපාරක් අපිට හම්බුණා මේ පැරලිස් වෙච්ච එක්කෙනෙක්. So she used to, she's a girl කෙනෙක් එයා. So suddenly like they said like මුකුත් කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් වුණේ නැහැ. Actually like she was referred from another hospital. කියන්නේ මාස මාස දෙකක් තුනක් උතර ගියාට පස්සේ මට මතක විදිහට එයාව refer වුණේ. Especially for the our doctor. So because of him, like they referred to transfer that person to the, referred to that patient to that our doctor. So the background story was like she has become paralyzed suddenly. Then after that they did all the Balitovil and Yaga Puja Dala, එතකොට ඔය නූල් බැඳලා ඔක්කොම ඒවා කරලා, and then what they believed was something other මොන හරි හුනියම් කරලා කියලා. I don't know what is the, do you all believe it කියන එක, Muslim people, like in your Islamic religion, I don't know whether you all are believe that, but in it happens some people believe in Buddhist culture කියන ටිකක් සමහරට එක Buddhist related උත් නැහැ, මං හිතන්නේ religion එකේ related එකක් නැහැ, but some people Buddhism විතරක් කියන්න බෑ, some people believe it කරනවා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලන් අර මොනවාද ශාන්ති කර්ම ඒ වගේ ඉතින් කරනවා, like they used to find out the හුනියම් and ඔය මේ වෙලාව බලන මිනිස්සු ගෙන්නලා like that, they used to do such things. So what they believed was like something had සමහර නෑදෑයෝ හරි ඊර්ෂ්‍යයි මෙයත් එක්ක, ඒ නිසා මොන හරි කරලා වෙන්න ඇති කියලා they used to do all sort of things. So but nothing had worked out. කිසිම දෙයක් වෙලා නැහැ. She's a very pretty girl කෙනෙක්, ටිකක් මතනේ 20s වල වගේ. So then after few months වගේ අරන් ඇවිල්ලා තිබුණා. ඉතින් එතකොට like she said like even if we ask okay can you walk and come, she said no I can't even go for a washroom also, kind of that. So එකත් එක්ක like when the history was taken her, so then when the history, I mean the past history was she worked at some place and did studied also. She had very 2 or 3 relationships. එහෙම තිබිලා තියෙනවා. යාට දෙකක් හරි තුනක් හරි ඔහොම, but she had gone through the same experience with all the relationships. එක තමයි තිබුණු එකම සිද්ධිය. One specific incident that has happened. So related to that, when we asked that, she had got so many different negative thoughts towards her life and also towards men and also towards others. So all the things like it goes to the marriage, or marriage එකට යනවා කියලා finalized වෙලා තමයි break up වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට like she has related to the marriage and relationship and men කියන topics තුනටම she had have a very negative things. Positive negative. So then she decided like I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married කියන තැන. So she has told that her parents also, but parents forced her to get married and they just brought up proposals. So that when it comes that topic, that comes to that topic, she is very, very stressed out. Didn't want to talk about it very first also. Like even when I was asking the things related to her relationship, හරියට කිව්වෙත් නෑ මුලදී. තිබුණා එකක් දෙකක් තිබුණා like that එහෙම කිව්වට like didn't explain me detail wise but with the time like she little by little only expose the informations to the history when we for the taken the history it took like 3 sessions වගේ ගියා මුළු සම්පූර්ණ history in detail දැනගන්න so so then we figured that was the only like that then we figured out it could be the reason කියන එක but after 5-6 time yeah after 5-6 months වගේ she was able to find she walked and she could walk මෙයා කරගන්න පුළුවන් වුණා and then after that she had a huge personality issues ඒවත් එක්ක what that was because it was a really stressful situation for her and she really didn't want to get married and parents also putting a pressure on her and even her and she said like all my relatives cousins got married and I am really මොකක්ද ඒකට කියන්නේ not ill treated like criticized and like they are badly comment on me and say like I'm kind of not a not lucky person killer. I'm not kind of a fortune girl, a lucky girl, and I've lost all the marriages which was finalized and all and like they all my cousins and relatives all looked at me like that I'm kind of an unlucky person කෙනෙක් වගේ and then she said like I was not invited for weddings and all the other ceremonies but the mother said like එහෙම එකක් නෑ they don't say like that but all things are it could be some created story also because එයාගේ තිබුණ personality issues උත් එක්ක she might have created things but parents refused to accept it and say අයියෝ නෑ she is all invited what she did was she sometimes refused කියන එක so when she was confronted, she said, yeah, I refused because I had gone through bad experience, kind of that. So Kumari Gihila finally like she had able to walk and go. That was a coping mechanism. අර තිබුණු stressful situation එක avoid කරගන්න යාගේ unconscious mind එක ගත්ත coping mechanism එකක් ඒක. So that's the thing. Now our mind sometimes they take different coping mechanisms. So you all can read about these things like even in not in Sri Lanka, මන්තන ලංකාවේ තියෙන journals නම් තියෙනවා කියලා. But there are so many stories related to this the pseudoneurological situations in other countries. Just find and read. Right, I hope you got some idea about the somatoform disorder. Any questions? Here? Have you got any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Right, so then we'll go for did. Did means dissociative identity disorder, right? So dissociative identity disorder in a sense. So in here, did people they are having kind of same as like pseudoneurological විදිහටම. So some neurological people, they come across with hallucination things ne හැමෝම නෙමෙයි. Some they are having hallucinations part also, hallucinations and delusions kind of that, and they come and they complain like other people are there, they talk to me and they try to kill me like that. So those things like මෙතන මේ did එකේදී dissociative identity disorder එකේදී they are having such problems, right? එතකොට දැන් ඔය somatoform disorder එකේ ඔය pseudoneurological phase එකේ හිටපු අය ඒකට කිසිම treatment එකක් ගන්න නැතුව ඒකත් එක්ක දිගට continue වුණොත් it could link to the did, it could may come into the did phase, dissociative identity disorder phase එකට එන්න පුළුවන්. So once it comes to this phase, right, then what happened? So then they are having all sort of hallucination problems, delusions problems, and they are not in the real world. Hari? So they are not in the real world, they just live in the particular world. Then then if the person is telling there is one person who always comes and complain me ඇත්ත වගේ කියන්නේ. ඒතර අපිට කොහොමදවත් හිතෙන්නේ මේ යා මවාගෙන ඉන්න තැනක යාගේ magical world එකක් කියනවා කියලා. So those people, they used to come and say like so how can I do the things? වැඩක් නෑනේ, there is no point of if even if I go for exam and doing the exam, because like once I write the answer, so that there is a man no coming with me, so he's come and erase the answers and write something wrong answers, so then however I fail the exam කියලා එහෙම කියන දැන් මම කිව්ව එකපාරක් මගේ අපේ ළමයෙක් කිව්ව කතාවක්. So she refused to go for a exam, මේ A level exam එකකට මේ යන්න බෑ කියලා. So she was like first year එකේ ටිකක් හොඳට කරලා A level, හැබැයි second year වගේ වෙද්දි ඉස්කෝලේ යන්නෙත් නෑ මුකුත් නෑ. ඉතින් එතකොට ඒක තමයි එක්කගෙන ආවෙත්. That was the reason that she refused කියන එක. හැබැයි she is in the did phase, dissociative phase එකේ තමයි හිටියේ. නිකන් සිවියමත් නෙමෙයි, but she highly believes that there is a man. The man කෙනෙක් කිව්වහම she is telling it he was some kind of her relatives which he because he didn't he was really close to her, but she couldn't go and look go and visit him when he was in hospital. So then he had passed away. Then he said like because of that I couldn't visit him. No, he would have definitely expected me to come and see him, but I couldn't go because of my something මොකක් හරි class හරි මොන හරි නිසා I couldn't go. Sitting definitely he is now angry with me. ඒ මොකද ඒක යාගේ තියෙන thought එක. She feels guilty. මට යන්න බැරි වුණා. So she feels guilty. She really wanted to go. හැබැයි යා ගන්න බැරි වුණා. ඒක ගැන යාට guilty. And also he couldn't visit him again since he had passed away. So she is having that guilty feeling. ඒක තමයි අර grief එකක් වෙලා it was there in the mind and then come across with and say now he is angry with me. අර ගියේ නැති නිසා යා දැන් මාත් එක්ක තරහ වෙලා ඇති. ඒ තරහට තමයි he is doing all sort of things. ඉතින් එයා හිතන යාගේ වෙන ඕනම දෙයක්, whatever the things happen, whatever the bad thing happens to her, she thinks like that uncle is getting the revenge. ඒක තමයි යාගේ තිබුණේ. So I don't know what happened, like I couldn't get alone with a long time, but so that was the thing, like whether she got cured or how long it was happened කියන එක I don't know after that process. But it's very difficult thing then did කියන එකක් ටිකක් හැදුනහම especially ගොඩක් වෙලාවට did කියන phase එකට ආවට පස්සේ ටිකක් හොඳ කරගන්න බැරි නෑ, පුළුවන්, but it's long term යනවා. I think the thing is like when it comes with did and schizophrenia ඒක යන්නේ එතකොට අර psychotic දැන් schizophrenia නම් තනිකරම psychotic එකක්. Did also related to the psychotic. ඒකත් එක්ක ගියාම it's very difficult because they are not in the conscious mind. දැන් depression අයගේ මේගොල්ලන්ගේ වෙනස depression අය දන්නවා I am not in a mood. I can't eat as much as I eat earlier. I can't go out. I don't have a mood. ඒව ඒගොල්ලෝ accept කරනවා. හැබැයි මේගොල්ලෝ කිසිම දෙයක් accept කරන්නේ නැහැ. They never accept it. They say නෑ නෑ I'm okay. මට කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. මේ මුන්ට තමයි තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ මාව උස්සගෙන එනවා. එහෙම කියලා කියනවා. They are just blaming on the people who take over them and say මම මොකටද බේත් බොන්නේ? මම උදේට කාලා බීලා ඉන්නවා කතා කරනවා and like that. So they are asking the sometimes when they come the especially schizophrenic people and dead people then අපිට සමහරට බානිනවා. අනේ මැඩම්ලා තමයි මේ ඔක්කොම කරන්නේ කික්කේවා ලියලා දොස්තර මහත්තයාට යවලා මේ අපිට බේත් දෙනවා. මට බේත් පොවනවා නිකම් බොරුවට එහෙම කියලා බනිනවා ගොඩක් වෙලාට අපිට ආවහම and ළමයින්ටත් බනිනවා because like they are not in the real world. They don't accept it. They are not in the conscious mind. ඒ නිසා conscious mind එකේ නැති ඒවලට අපි කියනවා psychotic කියලා. Because like neurotic people they accept whatever the things they accept and they feel it and they are very conscious about it. Psychotic illnesses they don't accept it either and they are not in they don't do all sort of things in consciously. They are all doing all unconsciously. And also like they don't believe that they are having some changes or differences or illnesses kind of that. Right? Then dissociative people again එක තමයි. So always it could include the trauma experience එකක්. හැම වෙලේම dissociative identity disorder එකක් හැදෙන්නේ there should be a stressful situation. දැන් අර ළමයාගේ O level ළමයාගේත් අර funeral එකයි ඒ experience එක තමයි traumatic incident එක වෙලා තිබුණේ. ඒක නිසා තමයි because of that stressful situation after dealing with the stressful situation for some certain time period, so then they tend to fall into this thing. But when it comes with schizophrenic, right, schizophrenia කියන අයගේ හැම වෙලේම stress trauma incident කියන්නේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ trauma incident එකක් නැහැ. right? ඒක දැන් schizophrenia නිසා stress වෙන්න පුළුවන් but root cause is not a traumatic incident. Schizophrenia එකේ වෙන්නේ basically ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ biologicallyම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒ කියන්නේ automaticallyම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේ මොනවාද hormonal change එකක් වෙනවා neurotransmitters change වෙනවා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට දැන් ඔය there is a schizophrenic එක ගත්තාම on childhood setting schizophrenia කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. On childhood and schizophrenia කියන එක හැදෙන්නේ after puberty. Like in the puberty, during the puberty, we are having lots of hormonal changes. Estrogen, progesterone are started to really secreted and we are being very energetic. Adrenaline hormone is aroused a lot. Like there are some chemicals are getting imbalance වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. එහෙම imbalance වුණාම some children during their teenage period they are getting on childhood setting schizophrenic කියන එක. ඉතින් මේක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට awareness උත් නැහැ අපේ සමාජය. මේ on childhood setting schizophrenia එකේදී ළමයි හරියට mood ගහලා ඉන්නවා. I mean like they are not in interesting. ඉතින් අපි හිතනවා දැන් ගෑන් ළමයි එහෙම සමහර වෙලාවට ඔය දැන්නේ ඔය දැන් ඔය ලොකු ළමයෙක් වුණා විතරනේ just attended නේ ඔය නිසා පැත්තකට වෙලා ඉන්නවා එහෙම කියන එක. Yes, because of that ඒකත් එක්ක especially girls they are getting really stressed out. අපිට ඒක තේරෙන්නේ නැති වුණාට it's very different thing නේ. Like දැන් හිතන්න අවුරුදු 10ක් 12ක් විතර කිසිම ගාණක් නැතුව ඉඳලා උඩ පැන ඉඳලා again like suddenly started and once this menstruation cycle started like when they are getting periods and all it's very painful and have to wear all these sanitary things and all and also like even wearing that also new for them. It's a huge thing and like what is thing and also like sometimes it could stain in the uniforms නැත්තම් සමහරට if it is a girls school එකක් නම් ඔක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. mixed school එකක් නම් my goodness it තවත් stress වෙනවා ඊට පස්සේ. එකත් එක්ක. ඒකට ළමයි ආසයි ඔය කාලෙදී like they are counting days වගේ ඉන්නවා but it is very stress අපිට දැනෙන්නේ නැති වුණාට. ඒකත් එක්ක සමහරලාට when the child දැන් ඒකට ඒ නිසා තමයි අම්මලාට ගොඩක් ලාට කියනවා once they are getting like come to that puberty level be with them like talk to them කතා කරන්න ඒගොල්ලොත් එක්ක don't let them to be isolated and don't let them to feel something like very very නිකන් strange feeling එකක් දෙන්න එපා just work with them just associate with them කියන එක because then they will feel it like they can share at least they can share the feelings with the mother නේ දැනෙන pain සමාරුව කියන්න පුළුවන් right ඒක ගණන් ගන්න නැතුව ඉන්නත් එපා මේක සමහර parents ලා ගණන් ගන්න නැහැ or මොකද why don't you just don't care about it everyone gets it and it's the nature of girls ඒ වගේ comments දෙන්න එපා because it's the nature of women that's true but it's a new thing for the person new thing for the girl ඒ නිසා like as a mother as a teacher please get close to them එක දැන් ඒගොල්ලන් චුට්ටක් අමාරුයි නම් okay just okay now you just sleep a little bit then you will be okay අර ඒ වගේ make some comfort zone එතකොට ගොඩක් වෙලාවට they think අනේ cannot they feel that love and caring of the parents එතකොට ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් normal වෙලා යනවා. හැබැයි එහෙම නැතුව සමහර strict families වල සමහර ඉන්නවා cultural basics අර එච්චර කාලයක් ළමයා කර කර හිටපු ඔක්කොම දේවල් just taking off and now you are a girl attended girl and have to be at home කියලා ළමයා නිකන් අර කොහෙද එක්තැන් ගෙදරක හිර කරා වගේ kind of that. එහෙම වුණාම the children get stressed out එකත් එක්ක that stress could lead for this on childhood setting schizophrenia. On childhood setting schizophrenia එකේදී most of the child are being isolated and also their studies performing are getting less and their interesting is getting less and also like the even like they really don't want to go with get along with friends kind of that and අර clicks එහෙම හැදෙනවනේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට එහෙම clicks උත් නැහැ just being isolated and abandoned in the classrooms එහෙම වැඩක් කරන්නෙත් නැහැ නිකන් ඔහේ ඉන්න එකක් තියෙනවා and always like they used to be in another world ඒ වගේ blank mood එකක් තියෙනවා නිකන් අර stress out වෙලා වගේ අන්න එහෙම ගතියක් තියෙනවා ඒකත් එක්ක we can notice it they used to talk alone තනියම මටරින් කරන ගතියක් ඉන්නේ ඒ වගේ signs අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් sometimes in the bathroom they used to spend lot of time ඒක හිතන්න එපා දැන් ගොඩක් වෙලාට bathroom එකේ මිනිස්සු සින්දු කී කිය නටනට ඇඟ හොදනවා නානවා ඒව කරනවා but it's not kind of that but these people like they used to spend lots of time and also like you can notice it like out of the other bathroom and other in his own room some kind of that now when she has to mingle with others she's not in a happy mood kind of that she's very blank but these children when they are in the bathroom and their own room they are having a very fun time talk with somebody and having a magical friend කෙනෙක් වගේ කතා කරන කෙනෙක් ඉන්න නැත්නම් මට වින් කරනවා නේ වගේ ඒව තමයි signs on childhood setting schizophrenia කියන එක. ඒකත් එක්ක if that children didn't get the treatment for that, it could lead to a schizophrenia in after 18. Right? The schizophrenia එකේදී තියෙන එක තමයි schizophrenia does not get along with traumatic incident as did get along with traumatic incident but schizophrenia don't get along with traumatic incident but both of them they had same symptoms hallucinations delusions they are in the magical world getting socially withdrawal and even like they don't feel much concern about themselves especially hygiene ඉන්නෙන් ඔක්කොම social withdrawal වෙනවා ඒගොල්ලන් they are getting withdrawal from themselves also නාන්නේ ගොහුදන්නේ දත් මදින්නේ කන්නේ හරියට and even if they are dressing up the things are not matched හරියට match කරලා අඳින්නේ නැහැ. Right? Even the conversation was very poor. ඇහුවොත් අහන දෙයට උත්තර දෙනවා, again looking at somewhere, not combing their hair. කිසි දෙයක් නැහැ. The difference is that did as a dissociative thing related root cause is the traumatic incident happened in the past. Schizophrenia is not like that. It's like with the hormonal and neurotransmitters changes, it happens. And also on childhood setting, schizophrenia could lead to the schizophrenia after 18. ඉතින් මේකදි වෙන්නේ schizophrenia වලදී වෙන්නේ serotonin කියන හෝමෝන් එක අඩු වෙනවා. sorry serotonin වැඩි වෙලා dopamine කියන එක අඩු වෙනවා. ඒක තමයි වෙන්නේ. Right? Is it clear that schizophrenia and the did කියන එක, the difference in between that?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
after being like really stressed out, like do they try to harm themselves?
Schizophrenic people there?
No, did.
No, they don't did. Even the did people also, then once it comes to the did features, they are just in the magical world. They are very comfortable in that world. They don't want to get out from that world. ඒකනේ අර අපිටත් බනින්නේ ආවම අනිත් අයට ළමයිට දොස්තරටත් බයිනවා අපිටත් බයිනවා. එතකොට again they don't want to, they don't do any මොනවාද මෙහෙම කරගන්නේ නැහැ unless they are having ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙම තිබුණොත් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Sometimes like they are having it depends on the thought. Then සමහරලාට සමහර අයගේ තියෙනවා like I killed somebody, මම තමයි යාව මැරුවේ, අන්න ඒ වගේ එකක් නෙහිම thought එකක් එක්ක නිසා මං එයාව මැරුවා, දැන් එයා මාව මරන්නේයි, අන්න ඒ වගේ එතකොට නිකන් මට එයා එහෙම මැරෙන්න බෑ, මම මැරෙන එක ඊට වඩා හොඳයි, එහෙම කරලා තිබුණොත් then they will do that. හැබැයි එහෙම හරි අඩුයි. ඉතින් ඉච්චර ඒගොල්ලන් self harming නෑ ඇත්තටම. They just want to be, they are having a magical world, their own world, and they just happily live in their world. ඉතින් අනිත් අයට තමයි ඒක කරන්න බැරි. But අර depression අය වගේ නෙමෙයි. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, so then we'll go for paraphilias then if you all don't have any questions. Paraphilia people, paraphilia කියන එක so it goes with the sexual I don't say like it is it goes under sexual category නෙවෙයි, but in the DSM-4 එකේදී paraphilia also considered as a sexual disorder, but in DSM-5 paraphilias are given as a different condition, right? It is not goes with sexual disorder. මොකද මම සමහර තැන්වල දැකලා තියෙනවා මේ සමහර ඒ කියන්නේ ඔය ඩිප්ලෝමා කෝසස් වල කරද්දි මම සමහර තැන්වල දැකලා තියෙනවා ඒගොල්ලන් මේ තාම දානවා පැරාෆීලියා එක සෙක්ෂුවල් ඩිසෝඩර් එක යටතේ, සෙක්ෂුවල් ඩිසෝඩර් එක යටතට දැන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ පැරාෆීලියා කියන එක. There are sexual disorders in separate and in the separate appendix. Paraphilias are in the separate appendix. Right? ඒක දෙක බටලා ගන්න එපා. So paraphilia in a sense having an love or the interest in excessive love or excessive fantasies or interesting towards something. ඒක තමයි paraphilia කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? That love or falling love or falling having an interest towards it, very fantasies, having fantasies, building up and fantasies towards something like it could be a non-living, non-living, right? Living වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, non-living object එකක් වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. Okay? And it doesn't matter. The paraphilia තියෙන කෙනෙකුට අපිට කියන්න බෑ that person having a sexual disorder කියලා. නෑ. He or she must be he or she must be very good in her sexual life. එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Like it doesn't mean like when they are having paraphilias, they can't do a sexual intercourse or they are not successful in their sexual life. No, it's not like that. They might be very successful. Some people, they might not be very successful, right? So that is the difference in between paraphilia and the sexual disorders. When it comes with paraphilias, mostly men having, mostly in the, when it comes to percentage of people, mostly it's common around the men. Men do have lots of paraphilic fantasies, features. And this paraphilia thing could be developed like when they are in the teenagers, 13 කියලා කියන්නේ, like after the puberty level. So these things could be developed. එතකොට දැන් ඇත්තටම දැන් මේ teenage කාලෙදී like parents ලා ළමයිත් එක්ක ඇත්තටම ඉන්න ඕනේ because like then only like, and the other thing is ළමයෙක් ඉන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි අපිට හැම වෙලෙම ළමයෙක් ඉන්නත් බෑ. Like when it comes with දැන් අර ඔයගලන්ට මතකද ෆ්‍රොයිඩ්ගේ theory එකක් ගැන අපි කතා කරද්දී in the latency stage the Freud says like in the phallic stage we are letting the child to understand identify his or her gender, and then at the end of the phallic stage every child finds out who am I, මේ මම කවුද කියලා හොයන්න ගන්නවා. එතකොට අර latency stage එකේදී we do say like there is a huge responsibility in the education. Let the child to expose the world and learn the things through experiences and have to like the focus with the expose the child to the hidden curriculum and also formal curriculum. දැන් අපේ education එක ගත්තාම අපි අද practice කරන්නේ formal curriculum එක විතරයි. subjects විතරනේ. මම දකින්නේ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒක හරි අඩුයිනේ දැන් ළමයි කීයෙන් දැන් ළමයි ස්පෝර්ට්ස් වලට යන්න කිව්වමත් අම්මලා දැන් I don't know what do you all think there are teachers in international schools නේ here බාහිර දේවල් වලට කොහොමද ළමයින්ගේ දැන් you all can compare your school life and now නේ there are teachers නේද මෙතන ඉන්නවා teachers ලා.
Yes, they are very reluctant to join. Like if we ask them to do a simple sport, even they just go back. They don't come.
Yes, others. I want your ideas. Please give your experiences. Like you all can compare your life. දැන් මගේ කාලේ මම මේ කතා කරන්නේ දැන් අවුරුදු 10කට 10කට විතර කාලේ 10කට 15කට කලින්. So you all are having less than that, so you can compare that also. Oh, how about that? Were you all also same when you were schooling, or is there any huge difference or slight difference?
There is a huge difference because when we were children, like we are always trying to join all the sports, whatever it's there in the school, we try to join and participate and get the experience, because only the childhood is there to do everything. It won't come back. But nowadays, children, they don't worry about that at all.
What do you think? Why ඇයි ඒක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ?
They are used to technologies, their games and all, and also those stuffs.
Yeah, true. Yeah. What about the others? Are you a teacher? Yeah, ne?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What about the others? Only Razia ada? තව නැද්ද teachers ලා මෙතන? No? Only her? මට මතකයිනේ 3-4 දෙනෙක්ම හිටියා.
Yes, ma'am. The children, they don't participate. Even I studied in an international school. I didn't participate in any sports. Even I'm teaching in an international school. Even currently, the children are not participating much.
Anna, you said like you also didn't participate. Why?
Yeah. We didn't have sports at that time. And
not only sports, like extracurricular activities කිව්වහම not only sports. Did you all have any eager to participate other activities?
yeah, but I didn't participate because normally I'm a preserved type person. I don't talk much. I don't go out much. So I didn't participate in anything when I was schooling. Sometimes in speeches and all I have done. Other than that,
So what about now as a teacher? What do you think? Is it needed or it is not needed? What do I'm asking?
It's needed. Now I feel very sorry about it, and I feel that my parents didn't let me to go out, and like I was inside because that might be the reason. So,
yeah, true. Okay. Yes, what about the yes.
Yeah, that's the reason. Like, and I feel very sorry about that all the time. I feel very upset because of that. That I couldn't participate. Even I playing and all. I haven't done much.
Right. Others, what about the others? Aren't there any more teachers?
I feel like the school where I teach, the girls are like really enthusiastic, except one or two who are really like the studious ones. One or two I have seen. Other than that, they are really enthusiastic now. I'm not that interested in sports. They themselves go and they practice. So compared to my childhood, I feel like they are far into sports and they are interested. And it's a international schools and they do not have a play area, so maybe because they don't have, they are very interested, the sports meet and all, those girls are really really enthusiastic, forward. So I have seen those, except one or two are there who are not that. And like extracurricular activities also, they are really enthusiastic, they like to go on talk like that. But there are some others who are behind also, who don't like to come front and speak. It depends.
So overall, what do you feel? Like, do the parents giving enough support for the extracurricular activities? Or what do they think? Like,
it's like this, since it's an international school, and in our community, like some people, they feel like it's girls, right? So sports is not an important part. Some, like when they're above like 13 years old, they are big. So like it would be better not to. There are some, like majority, if you see, they prefer. For like primary, they support, but for the like upper secondary and all, they like feel like it's too much, like some parents. Others are fine with it like that.
Okay. What about the others? Now it's kind of a positive answer. They are like she said, like they are, you can see the support gaining. Okay.
But many parents, they are not supportive. Like in my school, the students, their parents are not allowing. But when we were students, our parents, like they always pushed us to do this for the school. Just take the opportunity and do.
Yeah.
But parents are also like little bit reluctant to send their children for sports.
Yeah, so I had the same experience when I was a teacher, when I was teaching in an international school, and I worked in two private school and international school. Same experience I had. මටම ඇවිල්ලා කියලා තියෙනවා since I was the class teacher, like Anil, don't please encourage him to go for a swimming swimming squad එකට and ඉගෙන ගන්න, there is no time to study and kind of that. And there were so many parents, like they want to have, like they are not satisfied about if they have marks about average, not satisfied. They want to have above 85s. Then above 85 නැත්තම් ළමයාව sports වලින් අයින් කරනවා. I met some parents like that. But අර ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ අර තියෙන extra ඒ activity එකේ ළමයින්ගේ දැන් ඇත්තටම like education එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ like it has to be a formal curriculum and hidden curriculum. ඔය දෙකම තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Formal curriculum means our subjects, whatever the subjects we learn. Hidden curriculum means whatever the things we enhance within the skills that we enhance within the education. Problem solving, being punctual, responsible, and also respecting, being humble, down to earth, and kind of very good decision makers. ඕවා තමයි අපේ අනිත් hidden curriculum එකකින් අපි හදා ගන්න දේවල්. ඕවා හදන්න බෑ. personality එක නෙවෙයි හදන්නේ. ඔය personality එක හැදෙන්නේ නැහැ ගණන් ඉංග්‍රීසි ඉගෙනගෙන. Education is needed. Formal curriculum also needed, but it has to be combined. There is a combination. අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ගන්න හරි hidden formal curriculum එක, and we don't pay much attention for the hidden curriculum. But in the hidden එකකින් තමයි ළමයි අඳුරගන්නේ who they are කියන එක. ඉතින් ඕක අඳුරගත්ත ළමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ talent එක හොයාගෙන when they comes to this genital stage එකනේ teenagers ලා කියන්නේ. ඒතර ඒ කාලෙදී up to 18 years, then if they have some energy if they have some dream, if as a parents, as a teachers, if we able to create a dream within themselves, they definitely go on that dream. They follow that dream. එතකොට ඇත්තටම අර වෙන වෙන දේවල් වලට ඒ ළමයින්ගේ අර මයින්ඩ් එක යන්නේක හරි අඩු කියන්නේ හරිම ලිමිටඩ් වෙනවා. අනිත් දැන් අපිට බනින්න බෑ ඒ ළමයින්ට කිව්ද වීඩියෝස් බැලුවා කියලා ෆෝන් එක ගේම්ස් ගහලා අපිට ඇත්තටම බනින්න බෑ because that is because of the curiosity. දැන් ළමයි ස්මෝක් කරන්නේ ওই කාලේ curiosity එකට. මොකද්ද මේ දුමකුත් යනවා මොනවාද මේ හායි කියනවා හොඳයි කියනවා so then I'll also experience that. drugs ගන්න curiosity එකට කවුරුහරි ඇවිල්ලා කොහම අර මෙතන ටොපියක් තියෙනවා ඒක මාරු කිව්වහම just to have the curiosity. alcohol ගන්න ඒකට even watching the movie ඔය මේ මොනවාද blue films වගේ මොන හරි තියෙන unnecessary movies videos බලන්නේ curiosity එකට නැතුව මේ වෙන කිසිම දෙයකට නෙමෙයි. ඒ curiosity එකට බලලා තමයි ඊට පස්සේ addict වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අර ඒවත් එක්ක තමයි මේ පැරාෆීලියා තත්වෙට වැටෙන්නේ. So if they get addicted to something, ඊට පස්සේ ඉතින් they getting fantasies. ඒකත් එක්ක fantasies වෙනවා. ඉතින් එතකොට like if they are getting addicted. දැන් මේ පැරාෆීලියා කියලා කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම addiction එකක්. They get addicted to such fantasies, sexual fantasies. Sometimes it could be living things, sometimes it could be non-living things. I hope you got a clear idea about paraphilias.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I had one of my colleague teachers, and she was telling about one student that she met, and she said that that girl, she's a girl, and she's having like a problem. She wants to watch these kind of blue videos. So that means like at night, especially like before she go to sleep, she feels that, and she says that she's kind of addicted to that and she can't get it. And that girl has told the teacher she wants to come out of that, but she can't do that, she is saying. So is that this condition?
පැරාෆීල් එකේ මොනවද කිය බලන්න කියන එක තමයි. එකම වීඩියෝ එකක් කියලා කොහොම මොකක්ද දන්නේ? අර different videos. වීඩියෝ එකක් කිව්වම අපි හිතනවට වඩා සෑහෙන තියෙනවා. It goes with the different categories. දැන් pain එකත් එක්ක මොන හරි කාට හරි pain එකක් දෙන එකේ වගේ videos නම් so then it goes under මොනවාද pain එකත් එක්ක දැන් හිතන්නකෝ සමහර අය බලනවා මේ nude pictures, just not a videos, just nude pictures, or sometimes nude videos. Can කිසිම ඇඟේ no clothes, nude කියන්නේ no clothes නේ බලනවා. ඉතින් එතකොට it goes for the voyeurism. දැන් සමහරලාට සමහර අය බලනවා සමහර ළම්මිනිස්සු බලන එකක් තියෙනවා මේ ගහන ඒවා hammered, chaining, beaten while having sex, kind of that. So it goes under sexual masochism. So can't say what is it. Unless having a proper information, can't say that මොකද්ද කියලා හරියටම. But I think if she is telling, if she is admitting that she wants to get over best thing is to refer for a counselor. Sorry, counselor කෙනෙක්ට නෙමෙයි කියන්නේ psychotherapist කෙනෙකුට හරි psychiatric මේක වගේ කෙනෙකුට නම් psychotherapist කෙනෙකුට දැම්මට ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. එතකොට ටිකක් කතා කරලා ගොඩාක්ම issue එකක් තියෙනවා නම් so then psychotherapist හොඳට clinical psychotherapist කෙනෙකුට තේරෙනවනේ ඒක හොඳටම then she will refer to a psychiatric if it's medication is needed.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Right, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. So this one is voyeurism. Voyeurism කියලා කියන්නේ මේ අය they watching the මොනවාද කියන්නේ unexpectedly plan කරලා එහෙම යන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඉතින් සමහර අය plan උත් කරනවා. And watching the individuals like who is nude and disrobing or engaging in sexual activities මේ වගේ අය තමයි අපි කියන්නේ peeping toms ලා කියලා සමහරලා නාන දිහා බලන් ඉන්නවා bathroom අස්සෙන් සමහර නාන තැන් වල ගිහින් හොරෙන් බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. And sometimes so these people they used to go and look through the windows if they are a newly married couple එකක් වගේ ඉන්න room එකක ගිහින් බලන් ඉන්නවා. And සමහරලාට ගොඩක්ලාට මේක adults ළගෙත් තියෙනවා. ගෙදර අයගෙත් සමහරලාට සමහර ටෙලිඩ්‍රාමාස් වල මම මතක නැහැ ඒක එක drama එකෙන් drama එකට but there was a drama මොකද්ද මන්ද like it was like කියන්නේ ෆාදම තමයි ගිහින් කියන්නේ තාත්තා දැන් දුවයි පුතයි හරි පුතා ලේලි හරි කවුරු හරි they were in the room and used to watch it from the keyhole බලනවා ඉතින් so එහෙම කරනවා ගොඩක්ලාට මේක තියෙනවා like middle age men lagi godak තියෙනවා when it comes to 55 60s and that age like they don't have energy to engage in sexual activities much as they were so they are find another strategies to find out the sexual fantasies එහෙම බලනවා they are not addict to videos natural ඒවා තමයි ගිහින් බල ඉන්නේ and තව එකක් තමයි and the other thing is once they don't have confidence the sexual engagement එකකට යන sexual activity එකක් කරන්නත් හොඳ confidence එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. It has to have a very good confidence. තමුන්ට තමුන් ගැන හොඳ confidence එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. නැත්තම් like they can't expose their body to the others. ඉතින් ඒ confidence එක නැති මිනිස්සුත් ගොඩක් වෙලාට මේ දේ කරනවා. Right? So that is called voyeurism. And the other one is exhibitionism. Exhibitionism in a sense, they expose their own genitals to the unexpected people. ඉතින් ගොඩක් වෙලාට ගෑනු ළමයි පොඩි ගෑනු ළමයි පන්ති ඇරලා එන ගෑනු ළමයි ටිකක් දැක්කොත් එහෙම සමහර පිරිමි ඕක කරනවා. They just raise up their dress and they show the genital organs and then the girls what they do is they don't want to grab them and rape them. They are getting fantasies through the reaction. දැන් සමහර ගෑනු ළමයි ඉතින් ඇත්තටම ඕක දැක්කහම like they are getting excited නේ and they don't like to teenagers like කියලා කියන්නේ පොඩි ළමයි ඉතින් ඇත්තටම ඉතින් they get excited they getting really scared ඉතින් ළමයි දුවනවා කෑ ගහනවා සමහරවිට ඒ reaction එකෙන් තමයි they are getting the thrill ගණන් ගන්න නැතුව වගේ හිටියොත් සමහර පාරේ යද්දී මේ එක කතා කියාගෙන යන්නේ ඔයගලන්ට සමහරද ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගෑන් ළමයි පාරේ යනවනේ you all may have experienced that හරි filthy කතා කියාගෙන යනවා සමහර ළඟින් යද්දී so those are the exhibitionism that also exhibitionism ඒක මොකක්ද කරන්නේ අර they are getting the thrill if we react on that අපි react කරේ නැතිව ගියොත් ගණන්නේ ආයෙ මුකුත් කියන්නේ හැබැයි අපි react කරලා සමහරවිට මේ පැත්තට ගිය මිනිහ ආයෙ මේ පැත්තට හැරිලා ආයෙම ඇවිල්ලා ආයෙ මේක කියාගෙන යනවා because they are getting the fantasies and the thrill just the way of we are reacting. Right? Is it clear? Voyeurism and exhibitionism?
Excuse me, ma'am. So those voyeurism and exhibitionism, are they like types of paraphilia?
Yeah. They are types of paraphilias. මේ ඔක්කොම types of paraphilias. Common types මීට වඩා ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. දැන් ඔයාලගේ BSc class එකක් නෙමෙයිනේ ඔයගලන්ට මේ ටික ඇති ඉතින්. මීට උඩක් එන්න එක වැඩිත් එක ඔයගලන්ට හැබැයි ඉතින් කමක් නැහැ just think of me learn about such things.
Ma'am, is it true that when women ages, she lost interest in sexual activities, and when
Yeah.
men they age, they get interested?
Interested කියන එක නෙමෙයි මෙතන තියෙන්නේ. Women get menopause නේ. දැන් කොහොමත් 40s ඉවර වෙද්දි they are getting the menopause period. Menopause කියලා කියන්නේ they are the menstruation cycle is being getting to stop. ටික එක අඩු වෙනවා. Not like that. එතකොට menopause period එක ආවට පස්සේ once it's totally stopped, so then ඒක නිසා තමයි ovaries වලින් තමයි estrogen and progesterone කියන hormones release වෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඒක release වෙන්නේ නැතුව යනවා. So once it's stopped, මොකද වෙන්නේ like they don't get into, they don't have interest in estrogen progesterone තියෙනකන් තමයි අපිට interest එක තියෙන්නේ. නැත්නම් අපිට interest එකක් නැහැ. So then we don't get the interest. හැබැයි the male people testosterone කියන එක හැමදාම secrete වෙනවා. They don't find it. So they are having the interest. The thing is, the wife or whoever they are, they don't have the interest. එතකොට like they are getting other options, they go for other options සමහර වෙලාවට. ඉතින් එතකොට like and the thing is like when they are getting aged, they are having that testosterone කියන එක, but when it comes with erections එතකොට තින් ටිකක් ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක හරියට සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ නැහැ, it's being decreased, ඒක ටික ටික අඩු වෙනවා, එහෙම තියෙනවා. The either erection is happen like the time period is getting less, එහෙම ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා. හැබැයි they are hormone is there, ඒකනේ like they can produce a child නේ. Even the 70-year-old man can produce a child. Sperm තියෙනවා ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ. So they don't have that problem. එතකොට ඉතින් දැන් there are 50 55 වගේ වෙද්දි ඉතින් menopause period එක start වෙනවා. ඉතින් එතකොට like some female they take the estrogen tablets external ගන්නවා. So it's all depend on your, I mean that has to be discussed within the husband and wife, and you can take the medical advice also. The realistic point is that not they are increasing, they are losing, they don't have partner ගෙන් තිබුණු support එක නැති වෙනවා ටික ටික. එතකොට like it's something, they are looking for the other options. ඒක තමයි ඔය දැන් අර මේ voyeurism යතුරු හිල්ලලින් බලන්න, නැත්තම් මොනවාද නාද්දි බලන්න, ඒ වගේ bathroom වලින් බලන්න, ඒ වගේ පැතිවලට යනවා. ඉතින් සමහර වෙලාවට not everyone I would say like that. So we all as a men ඉතින් that's a realistic point that we have to understand ඉතින්. සමහර ඉතින් අය ඒක understanding කරගන්න, that's a life කියන එක. But sometimes there are people who can't control their emotions, their feelings. Right? Am I making sense for your answer?
Yes, ma'am. Right. Thank you.
Okay. So then the other part is frotteurism, right? Frotteurism in a sense, touching and rubbing against non-consistent person. Then මේ frotteurism කියන එකත් people do have it. එහෙම අය තමයි ඉතින් ඔය අපි කියන්නේ මේ ජැක් ගහනවා එහෙම කියලා බස් වලදී එහෙම ගෑනු ළමයින්ට විතරම යන්න බැහැනේ. If you are going in the public transport, in the train or bus, it's very difficult, isn't it? Like office time meheka nang it's very difficult sometimes, even in the being in the train also very difficult. They are getting all sort of fantasies, these people, just touching the organs. සමහරට පාරේ යද්දි එහෙම යන්නේ එන ගමන් අල්ලගෙන කරගෙන they just to touch and kind of that purposefully doing that. අතේ ඇඟේ වැදුනා වගේ තමයි හැසිරෙන්නේ, like they are just acting, pretending that they just knock towards us කියලා, but it is doing it purposefully. So that is kind of another paraphilias. They are getting fantasies by doing that, right? Frotteurism. Other one is sexual masochism. Sexual masochism කියලා කියන්නේ these people, they get the fantasies by verbally humiliating the partner. And the other is beating the partner, also bound or giving some sufferings, chaining, and සමහර the ones like in the clinic I met one client කෙනෙක්. My goodness, that lady. But I don't know, like she had been in that marriage for 5 years. Uh, she showed me all the bruises that she had, all the bruises, like scars and bruises, and also that මොනාද අර පොඩි පොඩි belt වලින් ගහපු ඒවල පාරවල් kind of that. So that she said like she had a child also. She had a daughter. ළමයා නිසා තමයි හිටියා කියලා කිව්වේ. Then I asked the question which I was not supposed to ask also. I said like, how did you survive for 5 years? That was my biggest question. So then she looked at myself and said like, as soon as I got married, I got pregnant. So because of my daughter, I tried for all the 5 years. I tried to stay with him because he is a very good father. So for her daughter, he is a very good father. And so I saw him also. Can't believe it. That person is kind of that. So he was doing a very good job. He's a well-educated person, Kenny. But she is getting the satisfaction, sexual satisfaction by doing that. Sexual intercourse එකේ satisfaction එක නෙමෙයි. He get the satisfaction by doing that. So all the pains intercourse එකටත් වඩා තියෙන්නේ අර wife ට ගහන එක, and he used to do the sexual intercourse by tightening the wife in the bed එකේ දාලා මේ අත ඔක්කොම අත් දෙක ගැට ගහලා කකුල් දෙකත් ගැට ගහලා තමයි he is doing the intercourse. That's how he is doing. That is his preferable way. So ඒක කරේ නැති වුණොත් තමයි ගහන්නේ කරන්නේ. And the other hilarious thing is like after doing all these harm things, he used to bring all the ointments and all creams and ඔක්කොම ගන්න කියලා දෙනවා. So that is the thing, like it is really psychotic, but he referred to a psychiatric after that, like, but she got divorced. She said, no, can't wait. I can't handle anymore, even though he get these things. I don't know what happened after that. They got but she got divorced. Husband referred to a psychiatric. So I don't know whether he had admitted it and gone. But the 5 years surviving, that is the biggest thing. So there are people like that. මොකද ඒ වගේ අය ගොඩ සමහර marriages life වල ඉන්නවා. I think there's a movie Murder කියලා හින්දි movie එකක් තියෙනවා. So there's that person also having sexual masochism. So he has a very severe thing. He is not then මෙයා කරන්නේ wife ටනේ. Then that man was doing for all the virgins, for the girls, but he had gone through a very severe breakup. And he hate the virgins, he hate the girls. ඒක තමයි ඒක කරන්නේ. So he kidnapped. social media එකේ FB එකෙන් වගේ chat කරලා මේවා කරලා ගෑන් ළමයින්ව kidnap කරනවා. meet වෙන්න එහෙම යනවා කියලා. He kidnapped the girls and then taken to his place and doing ඔක්කොම ගැට ගහලා he tied all the hands and limbs and all, legs and all, and chaining and burning from the cigarettes and cutting them. ඒකට pain එකක් නේ, pain එකට මේ ළමයි කෑ ගහන එක record කරනවා. So he is getting the fantasies from that pain. Then our wife get situation එක එකයි. Pain එක ගත්තාම තමයි he is getting the erection. The penis erection එක වෙන්නේ when the wife is having the pain. So even that also same. So after that he didn't do anything in that movie එකේ. ඒ ළමයින්ට කිසිම දෙයක් කරන්නේ. Physically never කිසිම abuse එකක් කරන්නේ. ඔය ටික කරලා අර කට් කරලා ඔක්කොම කරලා තිබ්බහම ඉතින් මේ ළමයි මැරෙනවා. ඉතින් මැරුණාම අර පිටිපස්සේ ලිඳක් තියෙන ඒ ලිඳට ගිහින් දානවා. That's what he do. So it's a sexual කියන්නේ ඇත්තටම psychological disorder එකක්. Then sexual masochism එකේදී extreme level එකකට ගිය psychological disorder එකක් ඒක.
Yeah, ma'am, there's a film in Tamil film also is there, but it's not like it is like as you said, that person also disturbing the girls. I think he he hates girls because he's like I don't know what problem is that he's 20 or something, but he's like an old aged person. So he really interested in a girl, and that girl also said you I can't marry you because yeah, that girl is saying like you can't marry anyone. So he got hurt and he kills all many young
Girls.
girls, and he records all the voices, and
Kind of bad. So after
he
then he used to overheard the recordings and get the sexual
he
fantasies, neighbor. Yeah.
yeah,
So
he displays the bodies in the public areas
is that මෙයාද මෙතන නම්
like
like he
that.
used to
Yeah.
put it in the well එකකට දානවා. And when I was telling that with my BSc students, they are telling there was an English movie also related to that කියලා. So yeah, it's very, I mean, I watched once. I usually movies දෙපාර තුන් පාරක් බලනවා, but that movie I couldn't watch it that much. It's very I mean, can't watch it. So yeah, see, those are the things. ඉතින් අපි ඇත්තටම girls ලා we have to be very careful. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේවා දැනගන්න එකම වටිනවා. මේවා මේ වගේ අයත් එක්ක handle කරන එක නෙමෙයි. මෙහෙම දේවල් තියෙනවා කියන එක. Right? So okay, so we have few more to discuss. We'll discuss them next week. So any questions related to these 4 things that we discuss now? Yeah?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Okay, you ask.
No, I said like I don't have doubts.
All right,
It's
okay.
okay.
Ma'am,
Yes,
so all
Linda.
this happens because of a traumatic event, right?
Could not only a traumatic event. දැන් මෙතන sexual masochism එක ගොඩක් ලාට traumatic එහෙම we can't say that actually. It could be දැන් සමහර වෙලාවට lacking of personality eyes ගොඩක් ලාට මේ sexual කියන තැනදී යන්නේ personality issues. When they have no confidence just to have a sex, go and have a sex with a woman, ඒකත් රික්වෙස්ට් කරන්න කොන්ෆිඩන්ස් එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේනේ. නැත්නම් රික්වෙස්ට් කරන්නත් බෑන කනට දෙකක් දුන්නොත් එහෙම like that. So they want to have that confidence. ඒ confidence එක නැති අය තමයි ඔය alternatives හොයාගන්නේ. ඒකත් එක්ක childhood එකේ addict වෙච්ච ඒවා. අර teenage කාලේ curiosity එකට වෙන all teenage ළමයින්ට තියෙනවනේ sexual feelings. ඉතින් ඔය එනර්ජි එකක් නේ තියෙන ටීනේජ් ළමයින්ට ඇත්තටම නෑ ඔය ගිහිල්ලා ගෑනු ළමයෙක් එක්ක සෙක්ස් කරන්න. එහෙම එකක් නෙමෙයි. එනර්ජි එකක් තියෙන ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඇඟේ. හැබැයි if they engage in extra curricular activities, sports, music මොනවාට හරි පිස්සුවෙන් වගේ හොඳට ඒවලට අර හොබි එකක් වගේ කරනවා නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ එනර්ජි කියන්නේ එතෙන්ට. even studies හරි අර කොහෙටවත් නැති ළමයි තමයි ගොඩක් වෙලාට ඔය ඕකට ওই පැත්තකට යන්නේ. අර ක්‍රීනර්ජ් එකට කරගන්න දෙයක් නැහැනේ. So then like they just waste time. ඒව කරන්නේ මොහේ නිකන් අතපත නැහැ වගේ පැද්දි පැද්දි හිටියාම like they just ඊට පස්සේ curiosity එකට කරනවා, time pass එකට කරනවා, then after that they get addicted. ඔක තනියම කරගන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් නේ. පැරාෆීලියා කියන ওই දේවල් තනියම කරගන්න පුළුවන් දේවල්. එතකොට like they get addicted. ඒ නැතුව නම් traumatic incident එකක්ම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Sometimes වෙන්න පුළුවන් but not always I would say. එහෙම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපේ histories වලදී traumatic incidents හම්බෙලා නැහැ පැරාෆීලියා එකේ. Okay.
So they get pleasure by doing these things.
Of course, yes. Fantasies කියන්නේ ඒකනේ. They are getting pleasure. Okay. Any questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, like when you were saying about somatoform disorder, like there is this issue with like this example with a student who is studying for doctor. If we take her, like there are students who like when they see learn about some diseases, they feel like, oh my god, they might also have that disease. Even like
yeah.
when they study psychology, like when they see these disorders and stuff, they feel like they might also have this disorder. So is it also somatoform disorder?
Feeling කියන එක නම් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක වෙනවා. ඉතින් psychology ලා ගත්තාම like වෙනවා. yeah ඒක වෙනවා ඉතින් සමහරවිට පොඩ්ඩක් චුට්ටක් oh my god is that so I'm having sleeping disorder එහෙම කියලා හිතනවා but we are just be quit ඉන්නේ ඒක දවසක් දෙකක් හිතුණාට ඒ වෙලට හිතෙනවා ඔක හිතෙන්නේ නෑනේ ඔක දිගටම හිත ගියොත් තමයි like about 3-4 months වගේ ගියොත් තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ වෙන්නේ.
Yeah. So Miss, is that disorder also called as somatoform disorder? Is like
if it
that's
is gone for 3-4 months.
months. Okay.
Okay අර initial නෙමේ say 3-4 months යද්දි සමහරට 3-4 months උත් නෙවෙයි if you are having those symptoms දැන් මාස 5ක් 6ක් කොහොම දිගට ගිහිල්ලා හිත ගිහිල්ලා then ඉතින් දැන් ලෙඩ නැති වුණත් අර symptoms දැනෙන්න ගන්නවා just for corona like දැන් අපි we are reading for corona symptoms නේ දැන් ice cream එකක් එහෙම කෑවහම ළමයි going I'm having dry feeling my throat is getting dry okay like we are just thinking නේ එතකොට සමහරවිට දවස් දෙකක් තුනක් ඇද්දි ඔක්කොම corona patients තියෙනවා වගේ. Okay fine. Like that. So ඒ වුණාට ඉතින් අර සමහර ළඟ ඉන්නවා දැන් මගේ practice කරන යාළුවෝ එහෙම කියන my colleagues they are telling like they are having some මේ වගේම SD එක තියෙන අය then they are calling for these clients looking for the clients they are looking for the counselors psychotherapy shopping කරනවා දැන් and like I mean they're looking for the counts online sessions kind of that and recently also we had a webinar with Dr. Professor Priyanjali so related with SD and OCD කියන්නේ අර ඒ symptoms එහෙමම තියෙනවා I think PCR කරන්න නැහැනේ දැන් එහෙම කරන්නේ නැහැනේ ඉතින් because in now current situation it's not happening like that ඉතින් ගෙදර හිටපු කෙනෙකුට හැදෙන්නෙත් නැහැනේ මුකුත් නැහැ but they are so excited getting nervous about it අර එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඉතින් but the thing is අර symptoms හැදෙන්න ඕනේ අපිට දැනෙන්න ඕනේ අසනීප ඇඟේ reports වලින් පෙවුන්නේ නැති වුණත් we have to feel it නැතුව නිකන් හිතුණාට එහෙම නෑ ඕක තියෙනවා දැන් even when then I want to say that a good point I'll just say that ඔයගොල්ලන් psychology ඉගෙන දැන් නම් ටිකයි ඉගෙන ගන්න. දෙවෙනි ටිකක් ඉගෙන ගත්ත එක තාමත් අන්නේ ටිකයි කියන කොළුවේ තියාගන්න. ඔක බොහොම පොඩ්ඩයිද ලෙඩ ගැනනොත් ඔය නන් ටික විතරයි දාන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලන් සෑහෙන දුරට ලෙඩ ගැන දාන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා හිතන්න යන්න එපා පොඩ්ඩක් පොඩි දේවල් වලට අනිත් අයටත් කියන්න යන්න එපා. You are having this oh my god I am having this කියන එක හිතන්න එපා. Once it comes for that then හොඳට then clinical පැත්තට ගියොත් එහෙම like if you are studying that we definitely sometimes and we tend to diagnose others also දවසක් දෙකක් කතා කරපු මිනිස්සයාගේ තියෙනවා he is kind of that ඒක කරන්න යන්න එපා ඒක naturally වෙනවා ඉතින් ඉස්සරහට ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරගෙන ගියොත් මෙතන ඉන්න BSc කරන ළමයි දෙතුන් දෙනෙකුට ඉස්සරහට කරගෙන ගියොත් එහෙම ඉච්චර එහෙම තත්ත්වයකට යන්න එපා එහෙම වුණොත් අනිත් ක්ලයන්ට්ලා කෙසේ වෙතත් ඕගොල්ලෝ සයිකොටික් වෙනවා
Hello, ma'am.
yeah
Is doing degree in psychology is not advisable? No, someone telling like that.
අයියෝ නෑ it's not that why is ඔය සමහර අය කියනවා psychology කරාම පිස්සු හැදෙනවා කරන මිනිස්සුන්ට කියලා
Yeah, doing degree, PhD, that also they are telling that are not advisable.
එහෙම කියන්න බෑනේ අපිට පිස්සු වගේ
No, no, I know one of the someone told me about him, but I don't know exact name of him. He's a PhD in psychology, and he was divorced, and he told that the reason for the divorce is as I did a PhD in psychology, I see everything in that view. That made
it's
a
not
biggest
like
problem
that
in personal life. Kila? No, he said
it's
like
not
that.
okay yeah could be thing එහෙම වෙන්න පුළුවන් දැන්
So he
සමහර
said not
වෙලාවක
to do
like
degrees and all.
it's not like that now either it's psychology or whatever the lawyer කෙනෙක් කියලා හිතන්න so even for the lawyer if he goes everything has to be balanced I would say whatever you do either it's law studies or medical science or mental health science එකක් නේ BSc degree එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ and philosophy anything art music හැමදේම අපි මොන කරා වුණත් we have to be balanced අපේ කරන දේ අපි හරියට බැලන්ස් කරගන්න ඕනේ that we have to train it අපි මොනවා කරා වුණත් ඒ සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක වෙනත් අපේ ලයිෆ් එක කරගෙන යද්දි it has to be balanced. සයිකොලොජි වලින් කරන්නේ අන්ඩර්ස්ටෑන්ඩින් එක. දැන් අපි මොන හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් ගත්තාම ඒක vividly understand කරගන්න දැනගන්නවා because we talk about that biological factors. මිනිස්සුන්ගේ behaviors වලට biological factors affect වෙන්නේ කොහොමද? That we just talk about that. එතකොට අපිට සමහරට තරහ යන මිනිස්සෙකුට වෙන කෙනෙක් දැන්නා වුණාට මම දන්නවා තරහ යන කෙනාට වෙන්නේ අර biological effect එකේ මනුස්සයාගේ තියෙන hormones අඩු වැඩි වෙන එක. එතකොට මගේ අර මනුස්සයාට දක්වන තරහව ටිකක් වෙනස් වෙනවා. වෙන කෙනෙක් ක්‍රිටිසයිස් කරනවා වගේ නෙවෙයි. ඒක තමයි සයිකොලොජි වලින් අපි කරන්නේ. ඉතින් ඔතනදී දැන් ඕනම කෙනෙකුට සමහරලාට some people they cross the limit and go. ඒක ඕනම තැනක ඉන්නවා. දැන් ලෝයර් කෙනෙක් සමහර වෙලාවට ලෝයර් කෙනෙක් cross the limit කරගෙන ගියොත් එහෙම හැමදේම නීතිගරුක විදිහට අර වැලි කැටේ ඉඳන් මනින්න පුරුදු වෙනවා. දැන් ඔෆිසර් ආමි ඔෆිසර් කෙනෙක් එයාගේ පැත්ත උනාට වඩා එයා කරගෙන යනවා. ගෙදරත් මේ රෙජිමන්ට් එකක් දාගෙන ඉන්න හදනවා. ඒක කරන්න බෑ. ඉතින් එහෙම කියලා කියන්න බෑ ආමි ඔෆිසර්ස්ලාගේ ලයිෆ් එක හැම තැනම සක්සස්ෆුල් කියලා අන්සක්සස්ෆුල් කියන්න බෑ. There are successful people.
Yeah, the thing that he told was as we look at everything in that view, only the problems arise.
No, I don't think. ඩිවෝස් වෙන එකම කෙනා සයිකොලොජි කරපු මිනිස්සුන්ට ඩිවෝස් වෙන්න බැරි නෑ ඩිවෝස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපේ එක ලංකාවේ හදාගෙන තියෙන දෙයක්. Then there's a very famous professor. So she is a child psychologist කෙනෙක්, but she doesn't have children. මාගේ කනට ඇහිලා තියෙන සමහර මිනිස්සු කියන how she is doing and how she is giving lecturers for child psychologists if she doesn't have children. අපි කොහොමද එහෙම කියන්නේ? එහෙම එකක් නෑ. So it's all sort of things how is your perception. ඔය perception එකට psychology ද medical science ද nursing ද law ද economic ද politics ද කියන එක අදාළ නෑ. ඉතින් අපි මොන දේ ඉගෙන ගත්තත් අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ balance විදිහට බලන්න ජීවිතේ. මොන දෙයක් මොනක ඉගෙන ගත්තත්. IT කරත් එහෙමයි. මුළු ලෝකෙම මුළු ජීවිතේම IT software එකකින් අපිට බලන්න බෑ. ඉතින් ඒක තමයි අපි ගොඩක් ප්‍රගුණ කරන්නේ. ඒ නිසා තමයි এডুকেෂන් එක ගොඩක්ම ඉම්පෝටන්ට් වෙන්නේ. අර හැමදේම කරගෙන බැලන්ස් කරගන්න පුරුදු වුණොත් අපි මොන දේ කරා වුණත් බැලන්ස් විදිහට යනවා. Right?
You have did BSc, right?
Yeah. My basic degree is BSc in psychology and counseling. All the degrees are related to the psychology.
Then you don't face such problems.
No,
I mean,
never.
looking everything.
So far, I feel it. I'm kind of a successful person, Kayla.
Okay, fine.
So Miss, can I know, it's just a personal question, like what is the final qualification for a counselor? Like finally, like is it compulsory to do PhD in psychology, or can we stop masters?
PhD is not needed. No, PhD is not needed. Just to be a psychotherapist කෙනෙක් වෙන්න නම්, like according to my viewpoint, because I highly admitted the education. because මගේ personal viewpoint එක නම් මම කරන හැම ළමයෙකුටම කියන්නේ මම කල්රුත් ඔයගලන්ට මේ ගැන කතා කරලා තියෙනවා ඩිප්ලෝමා ළමයින් මම BSc ළමයින්ටත් කියනවා ඒක මගේ personal viewpoint එකක් because I personally believe it අපි දෙයක් කාටට හරි කරනවා නම් ඒක ගැන අපි හොඳ අවබෝධයක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. We want to have a very good knowledge. මට ඒ knowledge එක නැතුව like හිතන්න මට තියෙන diploma එකක තියෙන knowledge එකක් නම් how can I be able to explain y'all in a comprehensive way. ඒකට මට තියෙන්නේ ඔයාලට කියන අර පොඩි ප්‍රමාණය විතරයි. එහෙම අපිට කරන්න බෑනේ. එතකොට මට හරියට explain කරන්න වෙන්නේ නැහැ ඔයගලන්ට. So even for the if I have a bachelor, so I can't explain these things for the bachelor's level. ඊට හොඳ ළමයි කඩෙන් පොතක් අරන් කියවන. So we want to have that education qualification එක කියන එක paper qualification එකක්ම නෙමෙයි. එතනදී ළමයින්ට එකතු වෙන experience එකක්. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ research එකක් ලියුවම ඔයගලන්ට ලොකු experience එකක් එකතු වෙනවා. experience එක හරියට වටිනවා. ඕක තමයි ඇත්තටම education එකකින් දෙන්නේ. එතකොට to be a counselor or the clinical psychologist කෙනෙක් වෙන්න නම් ලංකාවේ තියෙන විදිහට you have to do the masters. නිකං bachelor's කරලා clinical psychologist කෙනෙක් වෙන්න බැහැ. You want to do the masters. ඉතින් masters තියෙනවා ලංකාවේ private universities වල and also in the state university highest qualification එක තමයි MPhil එක. Colombo MPhil නැත්නම් Peradeniya MPhil. ඔය දෙක තමයි highest qualification එක. නැත්නම් තව private universities masters තියෙනවා. So if you can go for Pera or Colombo, it's perfect. So you can do the other things also. Right? The counselor කෙනෙක් වෙන්න they think like you want to do that at least masters වත් තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඔයගලන්ට ඇත්තටම you are very confident. masters level එකකට යනවා කියලා කියන ඔයගොල්ලෝ හරි ගොඩක් දන්නවා tools. ඔයගලන්ට බය නැහැ patient කෙනෙක් handle කරන්න. doubt එකක් නැහැ. You are very confident. අපි කරන දේ confidence කරන්න ඕනේනේ. මේක නිකන් අර ෆයිල් එකක් පුරවලා යවන ෆෝම් එකක් පුරවලා කාටවත් දෙනවා වගේ නෙමෙයි. You are dealing with human being. නේද? ඔයගොල්ලෝ ළඟට එන්නේ කවුන්සලර් කරන්න කෙනෙක් සයිකෝതെරපි එකක් ගන්න ක්ලයන්ට් කෙනෙක් එන්නේ මේ මිනිස්සුන්ට ඕනේ ජීවිතේ එතනින් එහාට ගොඩනගාගෙන යන්න. They have some intention to develop their life. ඉතින් ඒක අපිට කරන්න we want to have a very good confidence towards that. ඒ confidence එකට අපිට හොඳ knowledge එකක් and experience එකක් we want to have it. Otherwise we can't enlighten their life. අපිට නිකන් මිනිස්සුගේ ජීවිතයක් නාස්ති කරන්න බෑනේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හොඳට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙතනින් මේ ෆීල්ඩ් එකේ එනවා නම් please keep that in mind. You are going to handle the clients, people. ඒක clients උත් නෙමෙයි. You are going to handle human being. Human being whom wanted to come for a very good life. එහෙම ඌමනාවක් තියෙන මිනිස්සුත් එක්ක. ඉතින් ඒ මිනිස්සුන් අපිට ආය පතාපෙට ඇදලා දාන්න බෑ බොරු දෙයක් කරලා. Right? So then at least masters there should be, I would say. I think එතනින් එහාට masters ඉතින් එතනින් එහාට කරාට පස්සේ it depends. It depends on your field. Then if you are a lecturer කෙනෙක් නම් ඉතින් that's some days stop. If lecturer කෙනෙක් නම් I think got better to go for MPhil වගේ යන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද එතකොට තමයි ළමයින්ට දෙයක් කියන්න හරි දැනගෙන ඉන්න තියෙන්නේ. මොකද lecturing එකේ research කරන ළමයි එහෙම වුණාම research ගැන හොඳ අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් හොඳ අවබෝධයක් ගන්න පුළුවන් එකම පැත්ත තමයි MPhil එකක් PhD එකක් විදිහට යන එක. So it depends on that field I think. So that's my personal viewpoint. හැබැයි ඉතින් මම අහලා තියෙන සමහර අය කියනවා නෑ ඩිග්‍රී එකක් විතරයි. ඩිග්‍රී එකක් මොනවාද ඩිප්ලෝමා එකක් ඇති කියලා කියනනේ කවුන්සලර්ස්ලා වෙන්න. හැබැයි ඉතින් මම ඒකට එකඟ නෑ. I don't agree with that.
Thank you.
Because මගේ personal viewpoint එක තමයි අපි කරන දේ හරියට කරන්න ඕනේ කියන එක. That is kind of my motto. ඉතින් ඒක අපි කරන්නේ මොකද අපි යමක් දෙයක් කාට හරි කරනවා නම් ඒක අපිට හිතේ හරියට satisfy වෙන විදියට කාටවත් ඇඟිල්ල දික් කරන්න බැරි විදියට we want to do that. Then like you don't feel guilty one day. And not only for this, I would like to tell you all, whatever things you do in the life, don't do anything that feel guilty on one day. Temporary, it might be okay. You might be having economical problems. You might be having other problems, but think about that. If I do this, will I be able to feel guilty one day? එහෙමනම් කරන්න එපා. If you are not sure about that, don't do that. Okay, right. So yeah, oh my God, I took a long time. So they must be looking why the portal is being busy. Right. Okay, so then shall we wind up the session for today? Any more questions?
No, ma'am.
Right.
Thank
okay.
you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. Good night, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night. Okay.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you.